Congressman Kingston, this is Jason Buelterman, the mayor of the greatest place in America, as you know, Tybee Island, Georgia. Periodically down here we do open the newspaper and keep track of things going on in Washington. And one thing we noticed was that you have a lot of YouTubes that you have posted online and have used those pretty effectively in the past. So we thought we'd do the same thing for you. So we're going to send a YouTube about beach renourishment down here on Tybee. Now we don't have a fancy Toyota Prius. We do have my Volkswagen Beetle, which is down the street there. We don't have famous celebrities like Ben Stein, but we do have our videographer today, Todd Smith, who could take Ben Stein on toe-to-toe in a Jeopardy-style contest any day of the week. Todd, why don't you show yourself real quick? That's Todd. So we got Todd, you know, and we got my VW. We don't have any of those other things that you have, but what we're going to do is the top 5 reasons why Tybee Island deserves beach renourishment money. Reason number 1 is that we have a beach that is in a state of severe erosion at many points of the island. Todd's going to pan around the camera here to give you some perspective and let you see where we're at. Right now we are located at the curve of the road where Highway 80 turns into Butler Avenue, right in front of the Anchor, which I'm sure you remember that location. But as you can see here, the beach has eroded pretty significantly. We're almost at high tide on a pretty calm day. On a rougher day, the surf would be coming up to where my feet are, where I'm standing right now. And as Todd could pan up a little bit, he can show you how close this is to some of the houses and condos that we have on Tybee. So we're going to stop it for one moment and walk up a little north to show you some other houses and how they're in jeopardy as well. Right now we're walking northward towards the lighthouse, away from the curve of the road for where Highway 80 bends into Butler Avenue. And as you can see here, the beach is eroding in this direction as well. Some of the houses in this area are going to be in danger. And there's very little beach in terms of for recreational purposes at high tide. The second reason, and probably the most important reason, is that healthy beaches provide adequate storm surge protection. We're standing right now at virtually the same spot as before, only up towards the road a little bit. Todd's going to pan out and show you how close the beach is and how much the beach is eroded to the point where we're very, very close to our primary evacuation route, which is Butler Avenue and Highway 80. As we learned from the very bad hurricane seasons of 2004 and 2005, and of course with Katrina, we know how valuable healthy beaches are to protecting people, to protecting property and people from the impact of a dangerous storm surge. Okay, now we've covered 2. This is reason number 3 why Tybee Island is in need of a beach renourishment, is the impact of an eroded beach on the local economy. And I'm not just talking about the economy of Tybee, but the economy of the entire surrounding area. Tybee's beach serves not only the people of Tybee Island, but the entire surrounding community. We're unique in that we are the only beach for a relatively large and growing population in coastal Georgia. Unlike Jacksonville, which has a number of beaches to choose from, or Tampa, or Miami, or other areas along the coast, Tybee is the only beach for all of these people. Now I'm standing right now at high tide at the only place at this portion of the beach where people could choose to come and spend a day at the beach during high tide. This is not only the case at this part of the island, but at many other portions of the island. This is the only beach that there is left when the water comes up, and this is on a relatively calm day. So that's the third reason why we desperately need money for the beach renourishment for 2008. The fourth reason for Tybee's beach renourishment is fairness. Over the last several years, the city of Tybee Island has done everything in its power and followed all the rules to ensure that we had a timely renourishment. One of the main features and main stipulations of requiring federal funding is providing public access. Unlike our neighbors to the north, Hilton Head, and many other beach communities, Tybee Island prides itself on providing adequate public access so that anybody can come and visit our beach. As you can see behind me, we have folks enjoying a day at the beach. You can see the sign behind me indicates that we have a beach access point. This is one of them. We have to do this, and we are doing it. The second thing we're doing is we're setting aside money out of our own budget every year, $150,000, which is a lot for little Tybee Island to set aside so we can pay for our share of the renourishment, which is about 40%. We also began lobbying the county in 2004, and they began setting aside $150,000 for the Renourishment. We also set aside a significant portion of our proceeds from the Special Purpose Local Option Sales Tax, or SPLOST, and we also worked with the state of Georgia to set aside $2.93 million in 2006 for this project. So we have on Tybee done everything we can to get the money we need and do everything we have to do to meet the conditions of receiving federal funding. And because of things that are totally out of our control in Washington, we feel that our money may be in jeopardy. So that's the fourth reason, is fairness. Reason number 5, the fifth and final reason, is the shipping channel. You, of course, have been instrumental in helping to get funding from the Georgia Ports Authority and to have the Army Corps of Engineers widen and deepen and maintain the shipping channel and all the studies that go along with that. Well, as you know also, the shipping channel has a negative and adverse impact on the beach here on Tybee. Todd's going to kind of pan out for you a little bit. Unfortunately, Murphy's Law is applying, and there are no ships coming into port at this time. But the shipping channel is right out there. He's going to pan in on some of the markers out there. It's relatively close to the beach. And what, of course, happens is that sand that would naturally migrate southward from Hilton Head and from Defusky gets stuck in that shipping channel and doesn't come on and naturally replenish our beach. And you can see what the impact to the beach is. We, of course, have natural erosion, but we don't have any sand to replenish the sand that we lose. We're going to go to City Hall right now and show you some maps that prove this point. All right, we're back here at City Hall and to show you some maps that indicate the extent to which the shipping channel has impacted the erosion on Tybee Island. We have had a study done already which essentially shows this, but of course the Army Corps of Engineers refuses to accept the results of this study, and they want to do their own study to the tune of $400,000. So that study is ongoing as we speak, and it's supposed to be done sometime this summer, but we know in Army Corps speak, July means probably September, October, or December. But we're hopeful that that study will prove what we've been saying all along. Now we have some maps here, and I'm going to ask Todd to point down to these maps. This is done through what's called bathymetry. It's a bathymetry map. And as you can see, the deeper the shade of color, the blue there, means very deep water. And as you move up the scale, it gets shallower to pink being no depth whatsoever. Now, here you see from the 1970s and 80s the deepening of the shipping channel. Of course, the Army Corps goes out there at periodic intervals and deepens and widens and maintains the shipping channel. They're looking to go 6 feet deep, as you know, right? 6 feet deeper to 48 feet to accommodate for the deeper drafts of the bigger ships. Now, you can see right here, mostly yellow, right along Tybee. Here's Tybee Island. Here's Defusky Island. Here's Hilton Head. And what happens is sand that would naturally drift to our beach gets stuck in this shipping channel, leading to relatively deep water depths right around Tybee Island, meaning not much sand for our beaches. Coming over here to 1920, you can see the shipping channel and a little bit more sand around Tybee's beaches. As you can see, the pink indicates right here. Now coming over here to 1854, before the navigation channel here was impacted by mankind, this was just a natural shipping channel, all of this sand around Tybee's beach, all of this sand. And as the shipping channel was dug up by the federal government, less and less sand drifted onto Tybee's beach. So just to reiterate, we had 5 reasons why we feel that we are due for a renourishment and need that federal funding. I want to make sure that you understand and your staff understands that we appreciate everything you've been doing for us. This is not intended for you because we know that you're fighting for us and have been for many, many years up in Washington. We want to be able to give this to you so you can use this as you lobby for money for Tybee. We also, of course, thank Senators Chambliss and Isaacson. They've been very supportive of Tybee, and thank them for all that they're doing. And hopefully we'll see you at the Beach Bum Parade. And as always, Jack, feel free to call me or email me if you have any questions. Thank you very much.